Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Nnamdi Kanu's case was adjourned to 8th of April 2022 ahead of the lot of fireworks that took place, of course, in the courtroom today with both the prosecuting counsel and the defending counsel bringing out their evidences. But as we speak right now, don't forget that early hours of the day, when Nnamdi Kanu came into the courtroom with the same clothing Fendi he wore from the inception of time since the court case began, that caused his lead counsel, Senate Senior Advocate of Nigeria's son, Mike Ozekhome, to react and ask the judge that look at the court injunction that was given was disobeyed by the DSS. And of course, the lawyer, or rather the presiding judge, asked questions. Why is that so? Well, it will shock you the response that was given by the DSS. And of course, prominent Igbo people, prominent celebrities, and of course, politicians have decided to give the federal government advice once and for all to make sure that this case ends peacefully and truly there will be no victor, no vanquish. But before we go into the news for proper very quickly, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the State Security Services, the SSS, on Wednesday told the Federal High Court in Abuja that Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, cannot wear clothes with an insignia of a lion's head. In Igbo language, it is called Isi-Agu. Mr. Kanu was accused of various offenses, including treasonable felony, terrorism, offenses he allegedly committed in the course of his separatist campaigns. At the resumption of the proceedings on Wednesday, Mr. Kanu's lead counsel, Mike Ozekhome, a senior advocate of Nigeria, drew the trial judge Ejimakor's attention to the difficulties being encountered in trying to get new clothes to the Ipob leader at the Spice Agency detention facility in Abuja. Mr. Nnamdi had ordered the SSS to allow Mr. Kanu change his clothing from the regular Fendi jumpsuit he had been wearing to court. Responding to Mr. Ozekhome's complaint, the judge asked the director of legal services of the SSS, whom this newspaper could not really tell what his name is or what his name is called, now tried to explain the issues. According to him, he said, "My lord, clothes that were brought for the defendant had lion's head embroidered on them, and the defendant, Mr. Kanu, can't wear clothes with a lion's head," he said. The question is, why? The Secret Service lawyer explained that clothes with lion's head offend the standard operating procedure of the SSS, but Mr. Kanu insisted on donning the Igbo ethnic attire, which carries an insignia of a lion's head, a typical dress worn by indigenous people of Biafra members in Nigerian Southeast region. The IPB leader is being prosecuted on the 15-count amended charge before the Federal High Court in Abuja. He was rearrested last June, reportedly in Kenya, and brought back to Nigeria, an action his lawyers termed extraordinary rendition by the Nigerian government. The federal government filed the amended charges, raised the number of counts from 7 to 15 to incorporate terrorism offenses he allegedly committed through broadcast while he was abroad. You know, the funny part of this whole thing that is causing a lot of reactions on social media is the fact that Isi-Agu is a normal dress, is a normal wear, is a normal material for Ndibos. In fact, it is what is the Ndibos are known for. Isi-Agu. The instant he said the carrying the issues or carrying things that look like Isi-Agu or whatever. But whatever the case is, hey, I feel. To me, a personal opinion, before we go to the next one, I feel that the SSS is trying to avoid that, giving Isi-Agu like lion's head, and they're calling him, they call Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, and now he's wearing Isi-Agu, meaning that he's a king of the jungle or what, I guess they're looking at it in different connotational meaning, really. I don't think Well, I don't know why they're saying that, but they said he is insisting he must wear Isi-Agu. SSS is saying, look, any other cloth but Isi-Agu, we will not give you that, broad feeling of having to feel like the king in the jungle. All right, but very quickly, celebrities and politicians have said react to what is going on in the court case. Well, according to Nollywood actor Yola Dochie, has called for the release of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. He stated this in a social media post, adding that there will always be agitation in Nigeria as it is a multi-tribal country. Your Edochie opined that to keep the country united, agitation should be listened to and resolved peacefully. His post reads, and I quote, "Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and call for dialogue. In a multi-tribal country like Nigeria, there will always be agitation from different quarters. To keep the country united, you should listen to your people and know why they're agitating and resolve it peacefully, not by use of force." I guess it's hitting the nail on the head. Of course, Nigerians have said to react to this issue of Isi-Agu. Honestly, to me, just a normal material. Allow him to. If he wants to be Isi-Agu, it doesn't change anything. It's not like the Isi-Agu will make him disappear. Of course, Nigerians have reacted. Let's feel the pulse of Nigerians over this very quickly. This one here is saying, "Wow, oh, so lion head clothes dey pain Igbo enemies. Nigeria stop chasing shadows. Oh, that's why we landed in Buhari. Today, diesel is sold for 400 naira per litre. And all these people who are cooked at Gani Park, Ojota, Lagos in 2014 and so on are all now dead and cannot come out to protest the mismanagement of Nigeria and its people by Buhari." This one here is saying, "Imagine that. It will never be well with people that brought us to this level. Now nobody wants to protest anymore against bad government because a northerner is ruling." This one here is saying that means that the DSS are actually waging war against Igbos and not IPOB because the whole Southeast are known with Isi-Agu as traditional dress. Honestly, it's a traditional wear. Honestly, it's not, I do. It's a traditional wear. It's not something like, I don't know. Everybody wears Isi-Agu. In fact, it's synonymous with the Igbos. You want to go for a wedding and nobody's wearing Isi-Agu, something is wrong. Somebody has to wear Isi-Agu, except it's not maybe it's a even low-key wedding itself, they still wear Isi-Agu. I mean traditional wedding. Come on. Isi-Agu is like wearing Iro and Buba for the Yorubas, Agbada for the Northerners, or even some Southwesterners wear Agbada. And even the president at some point when he was campaigning in Southeast, he wore Isi-Agu with a red cap self on top. Come on. Why are we this, to me I feel it's so is an irrelevant excuse. To me, oh, I don't know why this, but it says against the standard protocol. Maybe they should give him suits to wear to feel better. Maybe they'll make them feel better. This way I say, if lion head clothes are for IPOB, know that all Igbos, including the senators, governors, Federal House of Representatives, and others are members of IPOB. Welcome. Honestly, doesn't make sense. Alright, as we go wrap it up, a lot of people are complaining about the Isi-Agu insignia, saying that it's not only IPOB that wears that, it's an Igbo cultural dress. And honestly, they're not wrong here on that. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on this?